Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the middle of December and I am finally feeling well enough to record my November haul video. For those of you who don't know, I have been really unwell with the flu for the last week or so that's why my voice sounds a little strange. So I've been wanting to record this video for nearly 2 weeks, but I just have not felt up to it at all. Thank you so much for everyone who's been asking after me and wishing me well. I'm feeling a lot better. It's just my voice still sounds really funny, but if I don't record this today, I think it'll be the end of the month before I get a chance to do it again. So I thought I'm just gonna do it. Hopefully my voice isn't too off-putting. The haul itself is ridiculously big. Like, I did not intend to buy this much manga. I will say the first little stack I'm going to show you I was supposed to get in October, so technically that doesn't count as part of November's haul, but it does because I did get it recently. It's secondhand and the seller took a really long time to send it, and to be honest wasn't even sure if they were going to send it. I thought I might have been scammed, but they did send them eventually and they all arrived safe, but just very delayed. So I picked up quite a few different series, more completing series or filling in gaps that I had for series I already had. So it's not too wild. The only thing is I then bought something quite big at the end of the month that I was not intending to buy, but it was such a good deal and I don't know how else I would have picked this up, really. Like, it would have taken a really long time, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I'll save that till last. I haven't actually taken that out of the box yet, so I'll do that at the end. So sorry, I feel like I've just rambled for ages, but let's get into the haul. And thank you so much for everyone for your kind words and messages. I really appreciate it. Trying a different angle today. So this is the new bookcase I picked up last month. There are gaps in it, but it's because I've had to take stuff off for today's haul. But I'm really happy with it in general. So let me know what you think. It is the middle of the day, but it's quite dark outside. Like, there's like 6 hours of daylight or something at the minute in the northeast of England, so if it's dark, I apologize. I have got all the lights on as well. Okay, so anyway, let's get started with the haul. First of all, I'm going to show you the bundle I got secondhand in October, but it didn't come until I think it was mid-November, and that is, I got 18 volumes of Bleach that I was missing. Bleach is a series I've collected from being about 14 or 15 years old, and I just stopped picking it up for some reason. I don't know why. I did used to watch the anime and have been watching the new series, so I think that kind of pushed me to just want to get it completed. I loved the series so much when I was a teenager, and I don't like that it's sat incomplete in my collection, and I know I will read. I've read every volume that I had already purchased back in the day, so I know I will complete reading it as well at some point. So the volumes I got were 35, 36, 37, 38, 48, 44, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71 and 72. So a big chunk of the last volumes. Kind of random, I had some others in between, so this seller had quite a lot of different volumes and they were happy to sell them, just whichever volumes I needed. So really pleased to have those, and yeah, let's just pretend that's not part of this month's haul. That was last month, so yeah. Okay, so moving on to the other manga I picked up in November. Again, it's, as always, a mixture of new and used. I had a few series in mind that I really wanted to complete collecting and read straight away, so that is kind of what I went straight for. And you've probably, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I have already read some of these volumes and I have talked about them. So first up we have Kiss Me at the Stroke of Midnight. I got volumes 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 and 12. So that is the series complete. I got these all, I bought them all new. They're really hard to find secondhand. So I think I got the majority of these on Amazon for the best price and a couple on Books Please. So I'm sorry if you just heard the dog barking in the garden. I'm really enjoying this series. I think I have 4 volumes left to read and it's so sweet. I can see why some people have an issue with it. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure read because the story, it's a little funny. But I am really glad I picked them up because I've enjoyed reading it so much. And if you're looking for a sweet shoujo, there's comedy in there. I would say it's definitely worth checking out. And it's only 12 volumes, so it's not really long. So yes, that was my first. I'll just stack them up on here. Next up was a pre-order that I was very excited to finally get, and that is Something Is Wrong With Us, volume 11. I read this as soon as I could physically hold up a book and concentrate. So a few days ago, and I'm still loving this series. It is so good. There's so much drama, tension, and it's so good. Like I highly recommend it if you're interested in reading a josei. The sweets are like to die for. Kind of one on the back there. It's such a good series, and there's only 16 volumes. I think they will be finished being released next year. Can't wait to find out how this is going to end, because every time you think, oh, this volume, it's going to explain what's happening, it's going to tie up some loose ends, something else happens and you're just like, oh, I need to know more. So really loving this series still. Yeah. And another volume that I think I mentioned, I was getting this one at some point, and that is Perfect World volume 12. Sorry, spoiler cover. So this is the last in the series. I actually read this last night and cried so hard. What an emotional series. It was such a sweet ending. Like, I felt like it tied everything up so lovely and answered questions, and it was just such a really lovely series. Like a sad series, but so good. So I am sad that I finished this volume. I found it was really hard to get a hold of. I don't know why. I think it must have been a second printing or something, and it is a little bit of a misprint. There's like a white line along the bottom of all the pages, just a tiny one, but it's enough to make me think I'm probably gonna look for another copy. See if I can swap this or something. But other than that, great series and sad to be finished. Next up, I bought this on a recommendation, and I haven't got a chance to read it yet. It is on my list for December. Now that I've picked up, I plan on trying to get through my TBR, even though I've had like 10 days where I've read nothing. And that is Haru's Curse. This is just I think it was 2 singles, and it's been printed in English as a kind of an omnibus volume. And I think this is the same mangaka, I could be wrong, they've just released another series, Yakuza Fiancé, and I think it's the same mangaka. So I have that on pre-order, and I was told like to give this a go, so I will get around to reading this really soon. It's got quite a unique art style. It looks, I don't know how to explain, it just looks a bit different, so I'm interested to give that a go. And again, I think quite an emotional, hard read. Not light and fluffy. I mean, the title kind of gives that away. Right, next up, I don't know what kind of, I don't know what pushed me to pick up this series, because I think I have read all of it, or definitely most of it I read online a couple of years ago, and that is After the Rain. So I got volumes 1 to 5, and I will show you them individually. So this mangaka has just released Kowloon. I think volume 2's just come out. I haven't seen it in the UK. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been outside. It has just been released in the UK. And I think reading that reminded me how much I enjoyed this series, and I just decided I wanted to pick it up. I got all of these on Books Please for a really, really good price. So I think standard is about $15.99, $16.99, and they were all under £12 each. So I thought, okay, like, let's just go for it. I love the art style of this mangaka as well, and the story's just got a really nice feel to it from what I remember. So I'm really looking forward to rereading that and planning to reread that this month as well. I found that if I plan out my TBR, it's much better for me to get through things. So I do some new series that I haven't read and some rereads, and I mix them together, and I seem to get through a lot more reading. So I'm really excited to have those. Okay. Next, I have a secondhand pickup. Can't remember where I got it from, but it's a series that I don't see often in store, and I know I really wanted to try just for something a little bit different and light-hearted, and that is Yotsuba Volume 1. So it's in pretty good condition, slightly yellowed, as expected on a secondhand volume. But I think this is supposed to be like a kind of sweet comedy slice of life series, and I just think it looks really cute, so I thought I would give it a go. And I think they are available to be picked up new if you look hard enough, so if I like it I will continue, because I think there's about 11 volumes, so it's not terrible. Why do I do this to myself? Start so many new series. Next up, I have 2 volumes. I got this first one secondhand. It is Blue Morning, which is a BL. Kind of, I think it's like a period kind of BL set in, I'm not really sure what age. So I got volume 1 and I got volume 8. So volume 8 is new. I got this on eBay for like £5, and they're normally about 10, so that was a pretty good deal. Volume 1 was hard to find, but I did manage to find it for literally just over retail. And I did pick up, if you saw my other video, my Black Friday video, I got volumes 3 and 4 in store. So it's just volume 2 I'm really struggling to find now. I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I would like to find volume 2 before I start, but if I have to read it online or something, maybe I'll have to do that just to get into it. Next, another secondhand purchase. I got Beastmaster volumes 1 and 2. This is the same mangaka as Dengeki Daisy, QQ Sweeper and Queen's Quality. Just a short 2-volume series. I think I mentioned in my last video as well that I was looking for this, and I found them really cheap and in great condition. So I'm so pleased I managed to find these. I haven't read them yet, and I've heard kind of a mixed review on how people feel about it, but I mean, 2-volume series I don't have the highest expectations for, but I'm glad to have it as part of the collection because I really love this mangaka, and her art is unreal. So excited to have those. And next up, I have 3 volumes. Again, these were secondhand, of Horimiya. I got volumes 4, 5 and 6. So I have 1 and 2. I haven't found 3 anywhere. That's something I'm on the lookout for. I have actually watched not all of it, but I have watched quite a bit of the anime for this and really enjoyed it. So that is why I've decided to pick up the manga. I think there's 15 volumes out in English with a questionable 16th volume that may or may not come out soon. So looking forward to getting into that once I find volume 3. I don't know if it's an issue with reprints or, you know, just hard to find. I'm not really sure. Sorry, I keep having to stop and have a drink because my throat is it's so bad. I'm sorry if my voice is just ridiculous. Anyway, next up, another secondhand bundle. What? I got volumes 1 and 2 of Arisa. This, I'm not 100% how many volumes are in this series. It could be like 10. And it is the same mangaka as Something's Wrong With Us, Natsumi Ando. I want to try and get as many of her series as possible because I just think she's a really great mangaka. And this is an older series. I don't know if the rest of the volumes are going to be easy to pick up. It looks very sweet and cute, but I don't think it is like all kind of fluffy, cute shoujo. I think there's a little bit of a darkness to this story as well, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. This was a pre-order, very delayed pre-order. I don't know what happened. My Love Mix-Up Volume 5. Still really enjoying this series. I love the characters. I think they're so funny. I recommend this to anyone who likes shoujo, who likes BL. I just think it's really sweet. So I'm glad to finally have this. I did scour the shops for weeks and nowhere had it. I think I got it on Amazon in the end. Next up, another new series. I got volumes 1 to 3 of Shortcake Cake. This mangaka is A Sign of Affection. Sorry, I had a mind blank there. Which is one of the sweetest shoujo I've ever read, I think, and that is why I have to try something else that she's written. I've heard this isn't as good. There's cute little cakes on the back of all the books. Oh. They look so cute. Same author as A Sign of Affection, so I want to give this a go. This one's a 12-volume series, and I have seen these in store still, so hopefully relatively easy to pick up the rest if I enjoy those. And next up, yes, there is more. I got 6 volumes of Takane and Hana, which were the last 6 volumes that I needed to complete my collection of this series. So I got volume 5, volume 8. I'm not sure how I feel about that cover. Volume 10, volume 11, volume 12, and volume 14. I love that cover, that is so cute. So that is me now, up to date, complete on Takane and Hana. So I think January is the month for this read through. And if there's anyone who wants to join me, let me know. And we can do a buddy read. I've been doing a lot of buddy reads recently as well, and really love being able to talk to people about the volume you've just read. I recommend anyone wanting to do those. And next up, this little bundle I got. So first of all, shout out to DB Otaku. Go check his Instagram out. Every Monday night he streams and he does his manga hauls. He does manga and anime news. And he started a manga quiz on a Monday night. And I participated in the first one with no expectation at all of winning or anything. and it was so much fun. Like there was quite a few of us in the chat, and we had a really good time. Anyway, at the end he entered us all into a marble race, and whoever won the race would win a prize, a manga prize. So there was a little bit of a technical issue, and I kind of came first and then I kind of came second, but anyway, he decided that me and the other participant who came first / second would both get a prize. So anyway, he very kindly gifted me a Forbidden Planet gift card. So with that gift card I picked up a few volumes of manga, and thank you so much. That was so kind and very much appreciated. So what I picked up is volume 6 of Demon Prince of Momochi House and volume 7. And I also picked up Living Room Matsunaga-san volume 2. So once I get through these other shoujo series I've picked up, I think this will be next on the agenda, along with this, but there are a few volumes of this I cannot find anywhere. I'm now starting to kind of regret picking it up. Not regret, but it's going to be hard work to find some of them. So yeah, so that was my little unexpected haul from Forbidden Planet. And again, thank you so much to DB Otaku. Check out his channel, especially on a Monday. The manga quiz is a lot of fun. I think he is running it for the rest of the month, so definitely worth checking out, and he's good crack, so you know. Okay, I do have a tiny little bundle left, but they are linked to the big parcel that I need to unbox, so let's get into that first. So this just is the size of the parcel, and it is full of manga. I was just checking out the secondhand site as I do on a daily basis, and came across someone who was selling their full collection of manga. And usually when that's the case, they're asking quite a lot for, you know, a completed set or a large set. So I was like, I can only ask and see what they're asking for. So they weren't willing to split any sets, which was fine. But she did have a large portion of this series, and I could wait and pick them up, but it would take a really long time and it would cost quite a bit more. She was only asking for like £5 a volume, which is really good. So I just went for it. So let's go. I got volumes 1 to 31 of Yona of the Dawn. So I have been watching the anime and loving it, so I know I'm gonna enjoy the manga. So that was 29, there's 30, there's 31, and there is 28. And I had obviously had to open the box to make sure everything was there. There is the rest of them. So if I had to wait on the reprints, it probably would be another year or so at least before I got through all of them. So I know I have picked up volumes 1 to 3 anyway, so I will probably sell those on, or I might do like a giveaway. I know a lot of people have the series already, but if anyone's interested in a giveaway or something for the first 3 volumes, I'm totally up for that. So I can't believe I actually have these, because I just didn't think I was going to be able to get them, especially not for a reasonable price. I mean, some of these volumes have been selling for like £20 each for like the last year or so, which seems a little crazy. She had a few series that I was interested in, but this one kind of stood out the most. And I might go back to her after Christmas, obviously, if I have any money left, and maybe pick up something else. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it. And when I sent a message, I thought, oh, someone else has already probably been in touch about this. But someone had asked to reserve it, but they didn't have the cash. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it. Here we go. I'm sorry, I think I have shown you these out of order. It's just the way they've been packed in the box, but quite a few covers to get through. I love the art for this series. It is so good. And I did just see online, I think it was on Instagram, that Marguerite's Manga is planning on doing a Yona read-along. I don't know if it's in January or February or both. So I thought that is absolutely perfect. So I can join in with that. So that is all of the volumes I got from the seller on Depop. So then I had to pick up the few that I was, or most of the few that I was missing. So I also picked up 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. So the only volume I am now missing is volume 37, which has just come out. I think it's gone out of stock everywhere. So I am going out later today, and if I see it, I will pick it up. But clearly I have a lot to get through anyway before I get to 37. So yes, absolutely did not expect to pick those up. Should I have picked them up? My wallet is crying a little bit, but like I said, they were so cheap. I just couldn't let them go. I think I knew I wanted to get them, and I didn't know how long it would take otherwise. So now I need to find a home for Yona, because they've been sat in that box for the past week and a half next to my deathbed, just waiting to be put away. Yeah, anyway, so happy to have those. So in total, including the bleach that should have been in October's haul, that was 92 volumes, which is shameful. It's so bad. Please nobody follow my example. I think had I not come across the Yona and, you know, the bleach, I don't think that's like a terribly disgusting haul. Like, that's quite acceptable, but it is quite bad. My December haul is going to be so tiny, you're going to be like, what is the point in filming it? It's going to be so small, I'm buying nothing. Just some few pre-orders. And obviously if I get anything for Christmas, but I don't know that anyone would know what to buy me. So maybe I won't get anything for Christmas. Maybe just a gift card. I'll live for a gift card. Anyway, if you've stuck with this till the end, thank you so much for listening to my croaky voice, and hopefully I've edited out all the coughing in between. Again, thanks to everyone who has asked after me the last week. I hope everyone is well. Please stay healthy. Like, it is the worst getting ill. I have had to go to work because I'm self-employed, so if I don't go to work I don't have any money. And you know why I need money. So if I had the opportunity to stay off, I would have, because I should not have been out of the house really. It was the worst flu I've ever had. So I hope everyone stays healthy, because Christmas is nearly here, and I know everyone will have exciting plans to spend time with family and friends. And hopefully everyone has lots of lovely manga for Christmas. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give the video a like, comment, subscribe, and take care.